Good morning. I know you haven't seen my face in a while. I also apologize for the catfish headshot that I used as my thumbnail here. But I didn't have any photographs of this. So, um, thank you if you are giving this a watch afterward. Thanks if you're here with me today. I appreciate it. Um, I'm back a little bit. I apologize for the absence. I had some health stuff come up that kind of needed dealing with. And then I had some losses. And then now I have some other stuff going on. So I thought today I would talk a little bit about each of those things outside of the health stuff. It's nothing very interesting, it's just painful. So, I think I want to start with endings. As you can see in the title here, in the last couple weeks, I've lost a teacher that meant a great deal to me, that means a great deal to me, but at an early part of my life. And that man, just knowing that he's not in the world anymore is, I don't know if devastating is quite the right word, but it's kind of close. This was someone who was actually my drama teacher in high school, and the person who gave me my first lead role in anything on stage, and a person who really shaped who I am. I met Ty, like I said, my freshman year of high school, and his presence was just so immense. Imagine the most, I want to say alluring, but not in a weird way, the kind of person that just draws people to them because of their energy and their zest. Mimi, come over here. Just keeping my dog from losing her mind. Good girl. You stay. Just everything that he was meant so much to so many people. And it's got me really thinking about what a teacher's job is. And I understand that, especially these days, some of the some of the activities that we did as a group of kids might not have been something that you'd get today from a teacher, because everything is supposed to be so sterile, But that man was anything but. He loved his students. He would go out of his way for any one of them. And just knowing what he did for me in my life, and how he was there and saw me for who I was in a very dark time of my life, when some things were happening that shouldn't happen to young girls. Or anybody. Not saying it's exclusive to women. But I can't tell you what it meant to me. There are no words. There are no words. And I had always given a ton of credit to my music teachers, because that's like the direct path here for me, right? I no longer do musicals so much as opera and whatnot. And so, they connected with that But I didn't realize how much this man shaped me. Um, his Someone posted a picture of him as he was driving a van, probably on one of the forensics trips or the drama trips or something, right? And he's mid-laugh as he's driving. And I said to this person that I can hear his laugh just looking at this picture, because it was the best, loudest, craziest laugh. And it was just music to everyone's ears. You couldn't help but feel better being around that laugh, you know. He and his wife would bring me and another student or two that lived in the same area that they did. They would take us home after play practices. They made sure that we were okay, that we were fed, that we were, you know. It, and again, this man spent 30 years doing this, right? Imagine all the people he touched in 30 years. It was overwhelming to see the outpouring of love for him, and hearing all the stories of very strong ways that he took care of my classmates and I, and not just as a teacher, almost as a second parent, you know. It's tough to lose those people in your life, especially when you feel like you didn't have a chance to tell them just how much they've done for you. It's a hard thing for me. I always like to have a little bit of a button on things, you know, if I can help it. But it was very sudden, and so there was, unfortunately, no time. It makes me regret that I didn't make the time earlier. So if you have someone in your life that has loved you the way that you needed to be loved, let them know. Let them know today, not before you can't anymore. So that's been difficult and sad and just, yeah. So I would love to know, I would love to hear about your own stories with teachers that you love and care for, and teachers or just people who have made a difference in your life that maybe don't know it, you know. I'd love to hear about them. We can celebrate them in the comments down below. So outside of that heavy stuff, things have been looking a little different around here lately. I recently got a job working for a school system in the area that I'm very excited about. I'll have a studio full of voice students again. And don't get me wrong, I always enjoy teaching, you know, lessons of any kind. But voice specifically is really a treat. So I'm excited to have a few more singers than pianists and saxophonists. And I think it should be a really good, fresh start here. And this school system has a lot of support from parents and whatnot, and I'm excited to get started. In other news, the singing that I've been doing, obviously I am always studying vocally and trying to get better, because it turns out that's kind of my thing. That even if I'm not getting hired places, I can't help but want to do better and to know better and whatnot. So I was in one of those lessons the other day, and my teacher mentioned going to Germany for auditions, and we were talking about the timing, and he made mention of sometime in the next year. And I kind of freaked out a little bit because, I've spent so long kind of preparing myself for this move mentally that I feel feel a little underprepared in some other aspects, and I need to start making sure that I get the time in that I need to feel like I can walk in and do my very best. And it's exciting, but it's also a little, you know, nerve-wracking. I haven't been to Europe in ages. Um, I don't even have a passport anymore. The one that I had was you know, the one that I had was from teenage years. So don't even have that yet. I need to get that rolling. I need to start some memorization of some things that seemed like far off in the distance. So yeah, I've been been trying to get myself to focus on very specific steps. But I gotta say again, I am struggling with this because even knowing that it will happen, somewhat soon, it's almost like my brain can't handle the possibility, and I don't know where to start. But um, baby steps. That's all I can say. I live by baby steps now, because you know I still have all the same struggles internally with feeling competent enough, talented enough, um, feeling like I can handle going around Germany when, I mean, I do know some German. I'm working to learn more, but I'm certainly not going to be fluent by the time I get there. Um, Although hopefully, hopefully I have enough to get around. Um, but going around Europe by myself, that'll be an adventure, and it's exciting, but it's also a little scary for this old bird. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But that's kind of where I am right now. I haven't been painting much. I haven't been focusing on much other than finding work and singing and just trying to get myself technically where I want to be. You know, it's a weird thing when you start feeling like um, you're far enough along in something that the milestones just don't come as often or as quickly as they do when you're just starting out and or in the middle of something. The closer you get to that target, the more hard won those gains are because you're doing a lot right, but not all of it. Um, so that's kind of where I am. And I will be back for more of these videos, as usual, but like old usual. um, so I'll see you next week, right here. Maybe at 10 or 10:30. I'm not sure yet. I'll try to post something to let y'all know. And yeah, that's what I've got today. I know I promised a music video, and I will do that. It's so hard for me to feel like I'm gonna put something out that isn't exactly what I want. But that's me being fussy and probably just overly critical. So I'm gonna do it. You'll you'll get to hear me do something. I'm not sure if it'll be a practice session yet or just a song. Maybe I'll do a little art song action for you guys. I love art song. Anyway, if you've got some faves, put them in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Sorry this was very low-key, but that's where I am right now. I hope you all have a great week. I hope you all have a creative week and that you are that you are meeting your baby step goals. Never too late to start over again. Every day. Get a fresh start, right? All right. You guys have a good one. See you next time.